New Year's resolutions. Everybody's talking about it, whether they actually do it themselves or not. It's just this time of year that a lot of people put these kind of plans of actions to better themselves. And whether you're somebody who takes this on or not, it usually comes up in conversation. And, as a friend of mine said earlier this morning, well, every day is a good opportunity to improve oneself and, better every aspect of one's life. So do we need this day? And I'm not typically one that does them, and I wanted to share a different perspective or different approach that can be a little bit more seasonally attuned and aligned. Because for me, New Year's, like, it feels so contrived. The difference between yesterday and today, like, I get it. It's an artificial construct. It's a way of keeping time, and I'm always looking to, well, what is more natural? What's happening with the seasons? What's happening, within nature that I can align to? And solstice, for me, for this time of year, holds the most meaning. The rebirth of the sun, the days beginning to get longer again. So I was thinking about that in terms of, New Year's resolutions, and what does one want to bring to light in your life, right? What would you like to shine? Where would you like to be? So the idea is visioning in future, the peak of summer. Here we are, just beginning each day, getting slightly longer, more and more light brought. So what aspect of your life would you like to see lit up? What can you envision for yourself in the coming summer of your life that you've gotten to, that you will have achieved? And you set goals, and more importantly, mimic a pace that is in line with the sun to bring you to that fruition, versus okay, starting tomorrow, I'm going to do this, or I'm not going to do that. I mean, that's sometimes it works. Sometimes that's what is called for. But we know, based upon track records of New Year's resolutions, people signing up for gyms, this kind of a thing, we tend to fall short because it's too much. It's too soon. So what could be a more natural progression? And what more natural progression is, think ahead, have this goal, this vision, this future, this summer, as it were, what you want to bring fully to light about an aspect of yourself or a daily routine, and then you gradually work towards it, just like the sun, just a little bit more each day. So what can you do in the winter of your life to prepare for summer as we move into spring and you progress through the year and gradually work to that goal? And less about this all or nothing, do or don't, be more gentle, go with the flow, go with the seasons, and gradually bring more light into your life, shine more light on those areas a little bit by little bit, so that when you get to that time, you've allowed it to fully transition more, gradually, sustainably, integratively, versus a hard cut and dry. What do you think? Sounds like a good approach. That's what I'm going to be trying and focusing on this year, is aspects of my life, and we all have different ideas and goals. Health is a big one, fitness. What can you do and integrate in more gradually? And when you think about, kind of this end results, oftentimes, and I get this from more of like a work project management type of thinking, is, okay, here's the end goal, here's what we're going to create. There's something called GTD, getting things done. It's like, what's the next action, right? In order for this end result to happen, this final creation, this thing that we want to move towards, there's anywhere from 10 to 1,000, or who knows, number of steps in between there. So you focus on what is the most immediate next action. That might be a way to kind of gradually transition this out. So what do you think? Going to take on this approach, just this gradual, little bit, the slow integration, the build, in order for it to become a real change and a real practice integrated into your life, mimicking the sun, bringing in the light.